Hello and welcome to my entry for the FTB Infinity server. Hopefully I can think of something to say through the half an hour of a video. I don't know. And yeah. Well, I found the FTB server for Infinity through Vintage Beef's video. At the end of this video, I'm kind of disappointed with this build. It didn't take me very long, and there's not much redstone in it, which sucks. And the door's slightly off-centered, which annoys me quite a bit. And I do some stupid things in this, and okay, that was weird. That shouldn't show up, but my screen just turned black for no apparent reason. I didn't choose the right block for this, I don't think. Yeah, because even though this looks really slow, it might not be in the video, but like for me watching it now, because this is after I've recorded it, this looks really slow, but this is at 200%, so I've doubled the speed at which the video is actually playing. So it was originally going to be over an hour long, which I didn't quite like, so I just got the free version of my normal editing software because, as always, technology hates me, even though I spend my life on it. I do some very stupid things in this. Funny thing is, I do it twice. Yeah. I think I repaired it, like, here comes the bad stuff, like, yeah, I can't even remember if I actually repaired, like, the glass. Now, these are my favourite storage blocks. Yep, there's my mistake number one. See the glass? I'm surprised it doesn't just pack up and leave at that point. Even though it's just a block, I'm surprised it doesn't just pack up and leave at that. Funny thing is, I even knew it only accepted 32 EU per tick. Yep, there we go. You can see where this is going already. I place the wire down. I place a few of these expansion blocks. Explosion. Yeah. Anyway, so the first block that I pulled out is an LESU block. It's actually useless on its own, except it looks cool. The second one is called a Lapatronic Energy Storage Unit. Write down the initials for that, and it's LESU. Don't quite get that. But yeah, it holds tons and tons of EU. The storage block on its own stores 1 million EU. But for every LESU block you add to it, it gains an extra million EU storage. It also adds 1 EU per tick output for every block that you add. So you can see that the EU per tick output is slowly increasing. But at certain points the input also changes. So that's what I'm trying to get to. And this ends up at quite a high storage point. I think it was 160 million EU, which is more than you'll ever need. And that is actually a very expensive setup. Yeah, that's just me being OCD, that my hotbar has certain items on it. Because I find it annoying if I'm in creative, if I have more than one item. Like, so if I had 20 of the Zycraft blocks, and yeah, I just find that annoying. Yeah. Like, the chances are that I won't get on the server, probably. Like, it's not as bad as, I don't know, as if the video, like, had 300 responses. It's not that bad. It's 1 to 20 for the odds. See, I know what I'm talking about, because I didn't hook up that mace raider straight away. See, I'm not completely stupid. Yeah. Okay, who honestly thought that that was actually going to explode? And with this, I kind of hope that I didn't miss any machines. I kept thinking that I'd missed some. Like, I don't think I did. Also, with this setup, like, since chances are, I don't know, but this is probably still going to go up on the channel normally, just as a video response. You can put overclockers, like quite a lot of overclockers in those machines, because it has high voltage going into it, so you can put tons of overclockers in that. And I was kind of focusing on how this room would look on the inside, because like for my Let's Play, which by the time this video goes up, I might have uploaded another one. I'm not sure. This will take priority, just because I like my chances right now. Don't know why. Yeah, my brain's gone blank. I have no idea what I was talking about. Yeah, in like my Let's Play, I've been doing building underground with those blocks. So, like, I guess it's kind of like done something to my brain to say use these underground. But since I'm building this above ground, it doesn't look so good from the outside. Of course, you can just like throw covers on it or something, but yeah, still won't look that good. I guess you could like try not to cover anything up and just go for like the technical look. Wow, I've managed to stay talking for 10 minutes. I was going to hook up a matter fabricator since I'm using the Mindcrack pack in this. And I was going to set up like this full system to automatically supply scrap from a cobble generator and this big system which wouldn't be that hard, but I just forgot, which sucks. Would have been fun to do. Like looking at my screen right now, seeing that it's half an hour, I don't like the idea of that being half an hour. I even cut out like quite a bit of the building, like tedious things like just clearing out systems, doing repetitive jobs. Like I build this building all on camera, but the next one I take out some parts, like getting items and putting them into a sorting machine. Yeah, I do that off camera, which people quite like, because that was quite boring even for me to do. Not much is going on really, but yeah. Yeah, I probably didn't pick the best storage device either, because I can't hide things underground. Well, there were like quite a few extra LESU blocks on that side. I don't know why, because that's the side that would take less energy, because it's only 4 electrical engines, but yeah, 13 minutes. It's pretty good. Don't run out of stuff to say. I probably should have added some railcraft or something. Like, because it's buildcraft, industrial craft, obviously the Zycraft blocks, some Thorncraft blocks. Yeah. So, wait, let me just go through this again. Red Power, Buildcraft, Industrial Craft, Zycraft, Thorncraft. Factorization. I think that's it. Not much, but oh, and thermal expansion then, because that's where the redstone energy cells comes from. Oh, and Greg Tech, but that's technically industrial craft. Yeah, so with the thermiomic fabricator, there wasn't really an option like has work to like easily like tell the engines to work, because like with the carpenter and squeezer, etc., all this has to do, like except from the carpenter would obviously need like water, which I forgot. Like you could just run the pipes round and stick what is it, aqueous accumulator underneath it, and then you could just throw stuff in it. But with this setup, you could just throw like cans or something in there, and it would just start working because the engines would just use the electricity and just power it for you. You wouldn't have to like turn on the engines and wait for them to warm up or something like that. They would just know when to go. Yeah, the obsidian is really the closest thing I could find to like match the Zycraft block. That is really the closest thing I could find. Just put the lever on there. Then with the setup here, if you were to flick the lever above the thermiomic fabricator, then it would power the engines, and then like any machines that need power then would take the MJ from the engines. And I honestly don't know how to like build circles in Minecraft. I didn't calculate this beforehand. This was literally just me guessing. Like, I saw how circles worked before, because I spent like 10-15 minutes working out like how to build one around a spawner, because I was like testing something creative. But I saw they had these flat spots on either side, but I didn't know how many like just single blocks diagonal I needed, so I just went with 3 and apparently it worked out. I just heard chickens. They shouldn't have been recorded for some reason. I don't have videos running or Minecraft running. That is weird. There aren't even any chickens in the video. Ah, great, I'm hearing things. Ah, great. I think that's actually the most underused sound in Minecraft. by the way, that yes, I would have Optifine installed, but I was having some problems with it where it was causing things to go horribly wrong. For example, I had like a basic redstone clock going. I think it was 5 o'clock. And actually no, it was a pulse extender to push 2 pistons to crush some zombies in my mob trap. And Minecraft just didn't like it. Like, there was one repeater that was every now and again updating, or it would just flash on, then flash off. Like, 3 repeaters would just be constantly on, the rest would be off, the pistons would be extended, but nothing else was happening. I also died in the nether from, in a very unfortunate accident involving invisible lava. Yeah, that didn't end well. That really didn't. Optifine made the lava not flow properly for me. But I'll obviously later check the forums to get the latest Optifine. But the game was registering it as flowing, but Optifine wasn't rendering it properly. So it decided not to show me anything. So I stepped out the portal. There was this massive cluster of glowstone. I started mining it, and I got set on fire. So I jumped onto the glowstone and started punching the ground, thinking it was just invisible fire. So then I jumped back down, because I punched the ground so the fire would be gone. I start burning again. I jump back onto the glowstone, punch it again, and just start walking away. And then I burn to death. Yeah, it didn't end well for me. Not at all. Anyway, this glass is from Thorncraft, and it looks amazing if you have Optifine with the connected textures. It looks amazing. Obviously that wouldn't exactly help with this, and some people are probably screaming at me that I'm building this wrong, because it didn't look that good at the end. Yeah. Yeah, I was thinking while I was building this, why was it suddenly going kind of a solid white? Because you probably saw that on the video for a bit. The block turned almost solid white. Anyway, I know it's a very short section where I'm actually building the sorting system, so I should probably start explaining it now. I'm just going to explain it as if the clip was playing, so it will make sense later. The routers under the barrels are attached to there we go, are attached to all of the barrels. So if I show settings, I probably did, but it's going too fast to see it. You can make it insert into any side using the router, but it goes in an order, from where the router is, in a certain order, but it will insert items that it gets in that order. So I do it in a very stupid, quick way. And I also have some problems with the input with it, but I fix it, everything. So it actually works, which, pretty good. Yeah. Anyway, so the routers will put all the items in the barrels, and then they will show up. See? It says into top side, bottom side, blah blah blah. So you set it up to go into the, I think it's the top. Yeah, you insert items into the top of the barrel, and then they go up to 64 times. And you can also upgrade all these barrels. I just couldn't be bothered to. Yeah, this is where I literally just throw items into the system. Not the smartest idea. So yeah, it jumped to like when I had put all the items in, but it was broken. So I decided to put sorting machines in. Anyway, so I had to just do something quickly, but the problem that was occurring here is that like the items were going into the routers, but they had nowhere to go because like the items weren't actually in the barrel. So for example, in one of them there was a flower there, but if you look in all the barrels there were no flowers, and there were no flowers like in one of the barrels, so it couldn't go anywhere and it was blocking up the system. So I decided to use sorting machines to like say that all of these items are allowed in here. But then you could have another sorting machine that actually like does like a normal like generic sorting machine into chests around like the outsides where the barrels aren't there. But I just tried to do this quickly because this is a lot of editing for me. So I'm just, because the sorting machines need power and I don't want to use solar panels because I want to keep the outside as nice as I possibly can. So I use thermopiles. Yeah, this is where I start skipping stuff. And yes, I know you can shift click. So soon I get to skip, like after I finish this. I think this did actually work. Like, theoretically it should anyway, but so what will happen is the items will come down, go to one of the sorting machines, and then, because I can't be bothered to wait for the generator to work, I just grab myself batteries and throw them in there. And yes, I know they need a redstone signal. I'll get to that afterwards. So, yeah. I'll literally just add redstone tubes and things and timer and stuff like that. I moved the transposers like into the room more because you couldn't actually walk out. So here I just test the system, but it doesn't work. For the first reason that the sorting machines don't have a redstone signal. Then when I solve that, there's another problem. The routers already have items in, so the sorting machines don't have anywhere to put the items. I fixed that. That didn't actually take that long. And this is actually the first time that I use routers. I hadn't done any testing like before this or anything. So it's quite surprising that like it actually worked. I knew it wasn't working because there's a red light right next to the button, which means the system's jammed up. So I go to the routers because that's the only inventory spot there. So I take out the stuff, and then everything has a place to go. And then once everything's sorted, for some reason, just finishing touches. So I'm just gonna stop talking here and just let the rest of this roll.